skincare is a very essential vehicle to your overall health. Not only does it keep your skin healthy, but it's just truly mentally therapeutic. The most common splurge you will ever do once a month or maybe once a quarter is a facial. Listen, I understand that right now that splurge may be out of the budget for you. I get it. I completely get it. So you got to do what? You got to do some of this stuff at the house, okay? Like the most of us, we have to do some of these splurges at the house. Girl, I'm telling you, because I don't have them on right now, but I had to stop my whole getting my nails done temporarily because first of all, it's just stuff that I can't do with nails. But secondly, I was saving so much money on not going to the nail shop. So hint, press-ons, we'll get into that in another video. But so again, I get it if you cannot get to your skincare therapist on that monthly basis or even the quarterly basis. Maybe it's just not in the budget at this time. So you gotta find ways to get that luxury experience at the house. Get it? We gonna get into it. Like I said, it's nothing wrong with you doing some of this stuff that you would get done in your facial at home. However, there are certain treatments, I must say, that you want to leave to the professionals. There are things you can do at home, and then there are things that you want to leave to the professionals. And I say that not as a dig, but as a precaution. You want to make sure that you are caring for your skin, that your skin remains healthy, and it's just certain things that you do not want to do at home. Now, you might see me though doing some extraness to my skin. Keep in mind, I am a licensed esthetician with 30 plus years in the game. So there are certain equipment that I have, and there are certain products that I have had specific training on that I can do to my skin at home and know how to fix things quickly if it ain't going right, girl. If I see it's not going right, I know how to take the right actions at the right time. If you haven't had the training, you're not a licensed esthetician, you're not a dermatologist, you're not any of that, and you're just seeing things on TikTok and come across, on your feed, just do your research. Just do your research and ask yourself. If you feel at all a little hesitant about it, that is your cue to say, you know what, I might want to leave this to the professionals. So I'm just going to get into some of the things that you want to leave to the professionals, and then there's things that you just can do at home, This video we're going to be talking about what's safe and what's not safe as opposed to your facials that you would get in a professional atmosphere versus the facials that you do at home. So the number one thing that I want to touch on is essential oils. So essential oils, they are very potent products, okay? They can burn your skin. They can, leave you with all kind of allergic reactions. There can be some real nastiness that go along with essential oils if you're not careful. You must dilute essential oils, meaning you must mix them with a carrier oil, whether it's jojoba oil, maybe it's almond oil, sweet almond oil, maybe it's sunflower oil, whatever it is, it must be diluted with a carrier oil. So therefore, it does not harm your skin in any type of way. If you don't do your research and you just say, okay, oh, this is an essential oil, I read that this is good for my skin and this is what I'm going to use, and then you just go right in and use it without doing your research, this is where I say leave certain things to the professionals, and then you got to do your research if you're going to be doing stuff at home. So Number one, if you're working with essential oils and you can't splurge and go to the day spa or to your licensed esthetician, if you use an essential oil, do your research and make sure you dilute it with a carrier oil. Number two, I want to talk about those little small pore vacuums. Be extremely careful. I believe this is something that you can definitely do at home to pull out the debris and the nastiness and the gunk out of your pores, but I'm going to say use it with caution. These little machines are very, very powerful, okay? So if you are not careful, you can definitely bruise your skin. So if you're new to using a pore vacuum, you want to set it to the lowest setting possible when using it for the first time. That way you can kind of gauge how much the suction is sucking your face, because it can suck a bruise right on your damn face, and then you sitting around here saying, oh, I don't really feel confident to go out. Girl, all it takes is you just doing a little research. But these things, honey, they powerful. I'm speaking, listen, like I said, I'm a licensed esthetician. Now, I was like, girl, girl, let me get this thing and I'm just gonna clean my pores out real quick. I mean, this is like nothing compared to what I use and on an everyday basis. Baby, I call myself just putting it on like a medium section. No ma'am, no ma'am. That's what I'm telling y'all. Even me as a professional, I have to be careful and stop thinking that I know everything and not test things out myself. So I'm going to say, if you do decide to do things at home, do your research with these little machines. And any machine, start at the least amount of power that it offers on a machine before, girl, you go in, okay? So that's that. And lastly, the one thing that I do want to touch on is chemical peels. Chemical peels is a wonderful, wonderful treatment for the skin. I think you get the most in the quickest results when using chemical peels. However, there are certain chemical peels, baby, you need to leave to the professionals. There are a lot of amazing over-the-counter chemical peels out there. What I would say to that, you need to check the acid concentration level in those peels to make sure that you are not stepping outside of your comfort zone, that the concentration of the peel is not going to penetrate the skin deeper than the surface level. If it in fact that it is going to penetrate your skin deeper than the surface level, I'm going to say don't do that at home, okay? Go to your licensed esthetician or your dermatologist and let your dermatologist or your esthetician. All I'm saying is you definitely want to be prepared for any of the concerns that may come up when using chemical peels and those solutions that it's formulated as chemical peels. There are chemical peels that will deeply penetrate your skin, and those peels you need to have very strict guidelines when using those, and only certain chemical peels only a professional can really administer. So I would just say just be very careful if you're using chemical peels at home. I do believe there are some chemical peels that I've used that's over the counter, such as the ordinary chemical peels. So those are the ones that I've tested for as far as like the over the counter type. Otherwise, like I said, I'm a licensed esthetician, so I do chemical peels as a service in my business. So therefore I have chemical peels that only a professional would use. So if you see me doing something, like I say, a lot of times when I make these videos, and if you see me doing more of my facial videos and you see me doing something to my skin, I will be telling you, hey, this is professional grade products that I'm using. So this is something I wouldn't recommend at home. And the things that You know, I do buy from like the over-the-counter, the stores, the Ultas, the Sephoras, the places like that. I would be more than happy to say, hey, this is what you do want to use at home to yield the results in your skincare, to give yourself that luxury facial at home on a budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are things, again, that you can do and you can't, and then there are certain things that it's just not safe for you to do at home. And I'll be more than happy to let you know that when I be doing my videos. But I just wanted to come on and just let you know and go over this video with you to talk about, well, you know, I get it. There are certain things that right now we ain't got the money to just be doing all this splurging on. And some of the things that you can definitely get some of these products over the counter. And when I say over the counter, I don't mean like CVS and all that stuff. There are products there that I will definitely recommend, but I'm talking about primarily like the Sephoras, the Ultas, the places like that that would have these products. So if you like this video, this type of format of video, just please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that way you are notified each and every time that I release a video. But baby, yeah, we at the end, so don't forget to inspire someone every single day. And until the next video, yeah girl, I'll see you on the next one. All right.